on chapter 13. For chapter 13, the project we had to do was a password checker, and as part of this password checker project, we had to use an array of allowed passwords, and we had to create an application to check if one of these password string values exists in the array we created, and whether it's accepted or not. And then after that, we have to set a promise to check if the password is valid, and upon the result, we either have to resolve with the status of true or reject with the status of false, and then we return the results. We log them to our console. So the first thing we had to do was create the array of allowed passwords. As you can see here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 passwords here, and then I created a function called password checker, which takes pass as a parameter, and then all this function does is that it allows, it returns anything that includes what we pass as an argument here, if it's included in the array. So let me just rephrase that. It returns true when what we pass here as a parameter, so pass in this case, if it's included in this array, is going to return true, right? So that's the password checker function. The second function we have is login, which takes password as the parameter, and then what this does is that it returns a promise which resolves if the password checker is true. It's going to return an object which has the property of status with the value true, and then if it's false, it's going to reject it, and when it rejects it, it's going to return a object with the property of status and its value being false. And then our final function is the checker function, which takes pass as an argument, and it runs the login function, which has the promise, and we pass in an argument here, and then if it is true, right, so if it is resolved, we're going to log to our console approve, and then we're going to log the token, which is this right here, this object here that has the status. And then if it's rejected, we're going to catch that, and we're going to return the value, which will log to our console the string reject, and also it's going to log the value, which is this object here with the status of false. And as you can see here, just to test it out, I have three passwords that I checked, right? So the first one, as we can see, it is in the array. The second one is not, and then the third one is. So we're supposed to have 2 approved and 1 rejected. So if I open up this and I just refresh it, as you can see, we have approved here, which is returning this token here, which has the property of status, value of true. We have another approved, which I'm assuming is this one, even though it's appearing second instead of third. And then we have a reject here, which is this one. And just to show that this works, if I remove the incorrect one, as you can see, we only have approved, and then if I remove the approved ones, we should only have reject, as you can see. So that was chapter 13. Yeah, thank you. This was Lucky driving, and Sharon as the navigator. Thank you.
That was the best.